Hello, this is Don Ames, and welcome to another Guess What's in the Picture. And you're right, I'll bet it has something to do with energy efficiency. If you've guessed that we're looking at an underfloor crawl space, you'd be correct. This is underneath the main floor of a house. At least we've got enough room to crawl around in here, and that's good. Let me point out a few things that we're looking at. This black pipe running through here is your drain line for your sinks and toilets and bathtubs. We've got hot and cold copper lines bringing the water to the house here. This line here is from the air conditioner or from the heat pump, and we've got a unit sitting outside the home and we've got a unit sitting inside the home with a furnace, and this is what allows the connection between the furnace and the heat pump so that all works correctly. We've got our beam to hold our floor up, we've got our post holding our beam up, and we've got black visqueen over the ground as a moisture barrier. But what I'd like to talk to you about is this pipe right here, the silver thing running right through the middle of the picture. This is a heating duct. This is what carries the warm air and the cool air from the furnace into the house. Notice we've got some duct tape here, and I would like to mention that duct tape really wasn't made for ducts. And we find that over the years the duct tape gets old, cracks, and falls off and doesn't make a very good medium for sealing a joint in heating ducts. We've got an elbow in the heating duct here. If we were going to seal this heating duct and do it correctly so that we're not trying to heat or cool the underspace of our home, what we would do is take off this duct tape, and then we'd get some duct mastic, and we'd spread that putty on this joint, we'd put it on the joints of the elbow all the way around, and we'd put it on the joint that holds the round pipe together all the way down, and we would use it on each joint where the round duct joins another piece. And usually these ducts are in 3 or 4 foot sections. So that would be the proper way to seal this heating duct. And then after we get it sealed up, we'd wrap it with insulation. And we'd want to wrap it with about an R8 to R11 insulation, and use a good nylon string to hold that insulation on so it'll stay on over the years. The other thing we need to do for energy efficiency with this underfloor is to insulate the space between the floor joists. We need to insulate the underfloor. The first thing we'd want to do is to take some great stuff or some insulating foam, and we want to air seal everywhere a pipe, everywhere a wire, everywhere a heating duct, everywhere a drain line comes down through this floor. We want to seal any gap that's showing so that we air seal the floor first. And then we want to take our insulation, and we'd use non-batted batt insulation, fiberglass, and we would place it between the floor joists. Here's a floor joist there and one over here. We'd lay it nice and tight in there with lath strips nailed to the underside of these joists, and we'd want that insulation to be nice and tight up against the floor so that the thermal barrier and the air barrier are touching. But we don't want to put so much in there that we're compressing that insulation batt, because when we compress insulation, we lose R value. And there we have it. We have a nice underfloor space here. At least we can get in here. We got a little headroom here. We've pointed out a few things, and we've also covered a few things that this home needs to do in air sealing its heating duct, and air sealing and insulating the underfloor, and then insulating the heating duct also. Thank you for stopping by. This has been another Guess What's in the Picture. This is Don Ames, and I hope you have an energy efficient day.